Alright, what's good YouTube? Welcome back to another video. My name's Ian McQueenie, as we all know. Well, as you guys know. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Very much appreciated. But basically today, all I'm really going to talk about is make sure that you document the journey, okay? So the other night, I was going to bed, and I stayed up an extra hour or two just because I remembered, oh wait, I used to post old videos from like 8 years ago of me when I first started, doing everything, posting on YouTube, posting on social media in general. And I was like, all right, I'm curious. I want to see like, how much has changed. And when you really go back and look at things for the first time in a long time, you realize how far you've grown. You realize how much you've changed and how much of an individual that you've grown into, like this new form of yourself. It's actually the coolest thing ever. And I highly recommend anyone does this, because even if you're not into content, it kind of inspires you to keep going, because while you're in the moment, sometimes you feel like, man, I'm not doing enough. I'm in the same spot. Like nothing's changing. But then you go back 5, 6, 7, 8 years and look at the old videos, and you're like, wow, a lot has really changed. So it really opens your mind to, what's possible, and it really inspires you. Because I don't know about you guys, but my biggest inspiration for myself is my younger self, because I don't want to let my younger self and his dreams down, knowing that he had, all these things set out for him, all these ideas, all these things he wanted to do. And I don't want to let society and the world tell me what I can't do. Because at the end of the day, we can do whatever we want, okay? Believe in God, trust in God. He'll give you everything you need. But at the end of the day, it comes down to you taking those ingredients and putting them together. Just like building a cake or baking a cake. God will give you the ingredients to make your dreams happen, but you have to put it together. You have to bake that cake to make it come to reality. So if you're not willing to put in the work and the action and, the hard earned, skills to make that become a reality, then you're not going to make it, come to fruition. And so if you're really about it, you will do anything to make that dream happen, And so documenting the journey, I mean, it's also that itself in and of itself is a very, long process, because you have to commit to sitting down like I'm doing right now, just talking to the camera for 5-10 minutes, just kind of, going through the motions about where you're at, what you're doing, and just being extremely transparent with your audience and not giving a shit what other people think. Because that's another big thing, is the biggest thief of happiness and joy and peace of mind is caring too much about what others think of you. And I was the biggest, I struggled with this the most in high school, trust me. Because I had a YouTube channel. I was making like Lego animations back in the day in like 9th grade. And, everyone, of course, was like, oh, you play with Legos in high school, da-da-da, you fucking loser. So it's like, it messes with you after a little bit. And, I saw success. I had like 5,000 subscribers in like 10th grade or something like that. And overall, I just kind of stopped, because it was getting to the point where, the comments were just messing with me. And then it overall just kind of took me into this dark spot, this dark period of my life. And I know it sounds really, really stupid, but the small things add up over time. They make you feel worse and worse the more it compounds. So it really comes down to just not caring what other people think, doing what you want to do, and staying true to the path that God has given you, and that dream that you have in your mind. Keep it alive, because it's planted in your mind for a reason, right? God gave it to you because you're meant to see it. You're meant to live it, basically. And at the end of the day, you have to do everything you can to make it happen. If you don't, then you're not becoming the best possible version of yourself, and you're not living through your purpose. So, and the biggest thing that, I think a lot of people struggle with is like, they're wasting their potential. They're not living through their purpose. They're not doing everything they can to, create the lifestyle that they want. Because I hear a lot of people at work back in the day, like I don't work anymore. Like I'm self-employed. I work for myself. But back at a job, like I hear everyone say like, oh, like I really, really want to do this, but like I'm stuck in my job. Or like, oh, like I love this and I really enjoy it, but this thing's happening. I got college or something. It's like, you're setting limits on yourself. There was one person where it's like, I asked them why they went to a certain college, and they said they're doing this because they were really good at art, right? They were really good at art, but they said they were doing something else because art didn't pay well. I went as an art major, and I'll be honest, like you're not going to get a set job out of college, and you have to create it for yourself. But if you have a skill, if you're really good at that skill, there is no way you cannot monetize that and make money from it, and basically live a good life. I saw a guy on TikTok live the other day. He was basically live streaming himself drawing a picture, and then talking about how much he sells each picture for. He sells it for like $10,000, $15,000. very, very good artist, very good drawer. And I'm telling you, if you're a good drawer, you can do that too. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, whatever you're good at, there is a way to monetize it. With social media now, on this online space, there is so much possibilities and capabilities to make your dreams come to reality. Like, don't let the people from last generation, like your parents or your grandparents, tell you that you can't do something, because so much has changed in the past decade alone that they don't even know what's possible. They're still living, the life of, growing up, going to school, going to college, getting a job, working 40 years, and then retiring. Now it's like completely different. There's so much opportunity that you can take advantage of, and you just have to really fully commit yourself and believe that you can make it happen. So if you have a skill, just hone in on that, whether it's streaming, playing video games, playing the guitar, doing what I do, making content, business, marketing, art, anything. The stuff that is overlooked can pay you very, very well nowadays. And a lot of people will shit on you in high school for it. They'll say comments. They'll be like, oh, look at this guy who's posting videos, da da da. Don't listen to him. Because at the end of the day, give it like 5 years. They're going to look back and be like, damn, I don't know why I shit on Ian McQueenie back in the day, because now he's doing this. Like, and I'm not doing that to brag. I'm just saying this because, knowing where I was personally in a mental state back in high school 4 or 5 years ago, that, bro, it's crazy how much can change if you really bet on yourself and do what you have to do, go through the motions every single day, despite what other people are saying and thinking. Because, like, while I was in that dark period, it sucked, but I said, fuck it, I'm going to go back into this game, and I'm going to, come out bigger and stronger, and I did. So, at the end of the day, if you want to do something, do it. Make sure to document the journey, because documenting the journey is probably the most beneficial thing you can do looking back on it. It keeps you inspired on those days when you don't feel like doing anything. It keeps you disciplined, and it makes you just want to become better every single day and not let your younger self down. So I guess it's just my message for today. This is your sign to document the journey and not give a shit what people think. Yeah, that was like my biggest struggle growing up, and it's my best message for today. So I plan on posting a YouTube video either every single day or every other day, because my boy Key, like I said in the last video, he's challenging me, and we're trying to, see who can make it to 1,000 first. He passed me, unfortunately. So he's probably gonna hit 1,000 before, but that's besides the point. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you also enjoyed the video. And if you want to see more content like this, I mean, like I said, I'm gonna try doing daily, every day, every other day videos, just kind of talking about topics of things I've learned, just mindset and yeah, business, anything. So if that interests you, check out the page, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.